Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that I didn't read every single one of these books, but I read a good amount, at least this month. Jesus, it's beautiful out here. I don't know how good this audio is, but I hope it sounds alright. Okay, so I kind of lied to y'all. This video will be not just about books, but it'll also be about like the weight loss journey, the future of this channel, just updates really. So in the video, you can see chapters. So if you want to learn about the books, just keep watching. Anything else that interests you, this is basically like an update to the changes video. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this every month for the rest of the year, so in total 12 videos. So yeah, that's a lot. So let's get to it. First book I read this month was The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. This is his first book he ever wrote. And I'm gonna be ranking the 10 books I read this month. Yeah, I know, I really set the bar low for myself with that 2 books a month, 24 books total this year. I did not know I was capable of all this. We're gonna be ranking these books. Now, out of the 10 I read, this one ranks 10. It's a good book, but the amount of heat that I have on this table, I enjoyed this book, okay? I enjoyed this book, but it ranks 10. This book is about this group of people that I kind of really didn't like. They were kind of insufferable. It's about them going to Spain to see bullfighting, and it's just them getting drunk and being really horny the whole time, and I just like, it's about 250 pages, and it was an okay read. I sat down twice and I finished the book. I read it in 2 sittings, but it was alright. It was not the best book. I'm gonna read more of Ernest Hemingway this year. I'm gonna read The Old Man and the Sea, so I'm really excited to see what else he has in store for me as a reader. Book 2, Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. Now this book ranks... There's a plane passing, dude. There's been like 10 planes. What is this? I'm ranking this number 4. This is my number 4 favorite book of the month. I enjoyed it. It was a good read. I hadn't seen the movie beforehand, and I still haven't seen it. I'm probably gonna see it next month. But I really like this read. I don't know how much to say about it without spoiling it. Basically, this guy gets imprisoned, and it's just his life in prison, and I can't say any more without ruining it. You could probably read this in like 1 or 2 sittings. It's about 200 pages, I think, right? No, not even. It's 111 pages. You can sit down and read this. If you can't sit down and read a 100-page book, brother, you're cooked. Okay, finally we have our first banger. The next book I read, book number 3, was Of Mice and Men. Now, this is a classic. I really enjoyed it. I read it in 2 sittings. It's about 107 pages. John Steinbeck, and I'm ranking this book. I'm gonna rank this book right here, number 2 for the month. This is the second book I enjoyed the most. Basically, a little summary. It's about this one dude, George, and his friend Lenny, who is mentally disabled, and they go to a farm to work because they want to buy their own farm where they'll have their own crops and tend to them, and they'll basically be the masters without having to wake up every morning and work. And Lenny just really likes rabbits, and I can't really say any more without ruining the story, but it's honestly really sad. I already knew the story beforehand. I hadn't really seen the movie, but I just knew the ending and everything. So it was like, it's really sad. This book is just, it's different from the movie, I think, and I think the movie actually did it better, slightly, but this was a really good read. It entertained me the entire time, and I was not disappointed.
I be flossing, I be flossing,
Now, for my favorite book of the month, we have Animal Farm by George Orwell. This book, I sat down and I finished this book in an hour and a half. 1 hour, 30 minutes. I read this entire book, front to back, and I utterly enjoyed it. This is number 1 for the month. This is the winner. Probably one of the best books I've ever read. How many planes, dude? Okay, as I was saying, I really enjoyed this book. I'm probably going to read it again this year, just a second time, maybe even a third time. It's basically about these animals that are in a farm, obviously. And one of them, this is the beginning of the book, Old Major. He's basically this old pig who's about to die, and he incites for the animals. He tells them, yo, we should take over, right? Because we're being milked, we're being just, abused, basically, and we're not living like we should. So the Old Major dies. This is the first 10 pages. I'm not reading a lot. And then they take over the farm. And there's these two pigs, Napoleon and Snowball. And what goes on in this book is basically, you have to read it. If there was one meme that I would use to describe this book to get you all to read it, it's this one right here. This is just perfect meme for this book.
Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in, because you lied about religion.
Anyway, I actually like this book so much, I got another copy of it for when I read it again. It's 150 pages, right? It's 152 pages, brother. If you cannot sit down and read this in 1 or 2 sittings, you're cooked. You're cooked, brother. Just read this. Do yourself a favor and read this book. Now, this is the next book that I read. The next book that I read was written by H.G. Wells, and I can't freaking find it. Where is it? There it is. The Invisible Man. Yeah, this is about 137 pages. I read this in a single day. I read this the same day I read Animal Farm, actually. I read both of these books in one day. And this is the second one I read that day, so I was a little bit tired, but I still really enjoyed it. It's about this one dude, Griffin, who turns himself invisible, and he basically, I'd say he goes crazy by the end of the book, and you should just read it. It's an absolute classic. You could watch the movie, but I really enjoyed this read. It shouldn't take you more than 2-3 hours. For book 6, I did a little bit of some chicanery. I'm not too proud of myself, but it's The Godfather. Now, why would I be not proud of reading this book? It's because I only read the last 80 pages. What? No, dude! Now, before you eat me alive, I had read the other 300 pages already, and I just wanted to finish it. So I just use it as an excuse. This is the last time I'll do this in this challenge. I just read the last 80 pages. This is probably one of the greatest books ever written, turned into a movie, turned into an adaptation. It's by Mario Puzo, and without spoiling the book, it's just about this mafia family and the travails that they go through in their journey of this book. It's main protagonist Vito Corleone then turns into Michael Corleone, his son, and just the journey that this book takes you on. I'd actually recommend the movie over the book. I'd only recommend this if you saw the movie, both parts, and really enjoyed it. Because I read it, and this has elements of the first movie and the second one, so I'd say, watch the movies first before experiencing this masterpiece. But in total, it's a really good read. It kept me hooked. And yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone who's already seen the movies before. I don't know if you should read this before the movies, because it's just come on, dude. Really? I actually read The Godfather before watching the movie. If you said that anywhere after 1972, what are you doing, buddy? Yeah, so the ranking of this book will probably be number 3, because of course it's The Godfather. What do you expect? I love this movie. This is my grandfather's favorite movie, favorite book, favorite everything. Awesome book. Don't even start with me, brother. Don't even start with me. Alright, so the next book I read was The Body. This is my second Stephen King book of the month and my last one. This is basically Stand By Me, the movie from 1986. I haven't seen the movie either. It's really bad. But I read this, I enjoyed it. It's about these 4 boys who go on an adventure to go see a dead body. That's really all I can say without ruining some of the parts. There's the train scene, the famous train scene of them running. And it's a good novel. It's good. I enjoyed it. It's about, let me see, it's about 179 pages. I read this in 4 sittings, because I didn't enjoy it as much as all the other books, but I was pretty fatigued at this point probably. So, I mean, it's a great book. I enjoyed to read it, but I wouldn't read it again. It's just one of those books, You know what? I'll rank it number 7. Number 7, that's a good number. That's not the worst, it's not the best. It's whatever.
Who?
A lot of people. A
Now, the next book I read, this is going to be controversial because it's like one of my dad's favorite books, and it's a really good, famous book. I just didn't enjoy it as much. It doesn't mean I didn't like it. I liked it. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I read Treasure Island. This is like a 300-page book. 200 if you have the modern version. I actually read this one because the letters are bigger and I'm blind. I'm not even going to spoil this book for you. You can go and read it for yourself. It's about these guys, not these guys, pirates. This one kid who like got a map from this one old guy. I already forgot. I read this a while ago, a couple days ago, and I've been reading so much on my brain is fried. I'm saturated with knowledge. But basically they just go to Treasure Island to find a bunch of treasure, and this is such a bad description of this book. I really liked it. You know what? Let's move on. Let me tell you my ranking of it. 8. All right, so we are reaching the final 2 books. The next book I read, number 9, was The Death of Ivan Ilyich. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Anyway, this book is about a lawyer who's like faced with his mortality. He's dying, and it's a short book. It's less than 100 pages. It's literally like 105 pages. Now, let me tell you something. Let's just get to the ranking because I really want to tell a story about this book. I'll rank it number 5. This book is really, really good. It deserves the number 5 spot. It's by Leo Tolstoy, you know, the guy who wrote War and Peace. Oh my god, man, that book is so long. I'm probably gonna read it this year, but it's like 1,000 something pages. It's a good book though. I'm probably gonna read it. Not next month though. I already got something for next month. I had to buy this book 3 times. This is the first time I bought it. Now, this is gonna go into the last segment of this book review, how I read so many books so quickly. So I just can't explain to you why I would buy this book twice, but I bought it twice. How can people afford to travel in this economy, dude? Hi, people. Anyway, imagine my surprise when I open page 82 and see a misprint. Give me a second. A misprint. The page... I'm so disappointed. So, that's book number 2. I now purchased my 3rd version of this book. This is Penguin Classics. This has to be the correct translation, right? It has to be the best translation possible. It's the wrong translation. You'll know what I mean by that by the end of this segment. You'll understand. But like, let's just say I had to go back to this one and read through the misprint just to be able to read this 60, 70 page book. It's just like, bro. Anyway, number 5 on the list. Let's move on.
For the love of God! For the love of God!
Now, for the final book. The final book of the month. This is January 30th when I'm recording this. I read this book not 30 minutes ago. I finished it. This is The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Now, I bought this in Goodwill. I've been going to Goodwill a lot to just to buy books. So that's why like it's written on, but the pages aren't inside are good. Tell me why this is the first book that's literally in low quality. Like look at this like freaking like 8-bit graphics. Like I don't know why the book looks like that. It looks retro. Like it's whatever. This book goes, let's see the ranking. Controversial. If this is your favorite book, don't kill me. This is going on the number 9. Another plane. It's another plane. I enjoyed this book, so I'm not really gonna ruin it for y'all. I haven't really tried to ruin these books for anyone because they're really good, and I think you should experience it for yourself without, you know, not just hearing my opinion, because you should hear my opinion, but you shouldn't hear the entire summary of a book before reading it. I went into a lot of these blind, and I really appreciate that, because Animal Farm, I knew it had to do with something like, I don't know, like conspiracy, like government stuff. That's all I really knew. I didn't know it had to do with, I'm gonna spoil it here for you, communism. Okay, next month's draft. Let's see what I'm gonna be reading next month. Next month, I'm only gonna read 4 books. I know, that's little until you consider that I'm gonna be reading Don Quixote de la Mancha. This is Probably the greatest book ever written, and it's like 1,000 pages long. I'm gonna read 100 pages a day for 10 days to finish this book. But I'm probably gonna really enjoy it. My dad said he really liked it. He read it, and he recommended it. So, Penguin Classics. I'm gonna read this. Then the next book I'm gonna read is George Orwell's 1984. Considering I liked Animal Farm so much, I just know I'm gonna enjoy this book. So I'm actually really excited to read it. It's about 400 pages. No, not even. Just 300 pages. That's nothing. I'm gonna enjoy this book. I'm gonna really like Big Brother. But yeah, that's it for the book segment. Now I'm gonna get to y'all with my sauce, my special technique for reading so many books so fast. So if you go on YouTube and you type in your whatever book you're reading and type in audiobook next to it, you'll see an audiobook version of it. Now I'm not gonna recommend y'all to just hear the audiobook because I think that's a little bit cheap. I get people can read books like that, but I prefer to sit down with the book and read it, right? So if you could do audiobooks, that's cool. That's just not my style. But I get this book, I open it, I get the audiobook, put it on 2 times so that it's going faster in my ear. Now, if you're doing this technique, you should put it at like 1.5, 1.75, because your ears are still getting adjusted to the velocity of the words. But what I do is I put it on, and I read what is being said in the video at the same time, at the same pace. So that makes it so that if a book is 6 hours, I can read it in 3 hours, and I probably comprehend it better. Like, I've read these 10 books with this strategy, and it has helped me so much. That's how I read, basically. Now, this is where you're gonna realize this is what I meant by the wrong translation. I looked up for all 3 of these books of the death of Ivan Ilyich. Wrong translation. Wrong translation. Right translation, except for the first 3 pages. After the first 3 pages, it's weird, but then the entire rest of the book, it's correct translation. I had to purchase that book 3 times to be able to hear it through the audiobook. It's honestly whatever. I just pushed through the misprint. If you want to read the audiobook and also be able to read the book at the same time, hear the audiobook, purchase this version. It's Wordsworth Classics. Now, for Don Quixote, I'm very worried because I looked up all the audiobooks, and this is apparently not the same translation that's on YouTube. So I'm probably just going to read this, you know, bare, raw. I'm literally going to read this without any audiobook unless I actually manage to find one before tomorrow. Because it is currently January 30th. I want to start reading it January 31st to get a head start. Because of the 4 books I'm going to read this, 1984, and The Idiot by Fyodor Dostoevsky, which I've read him before, and just not this year. And the next book, the 4th book, I'm not going to reveal it because if I don't like it and I don't read it, I don't want y'all to be disappointed with me, but I'm very excited for it. Anyway, I'm only going to read 4 books next month. Maybe 5, I don't know. Maybe I'll read more if I get through this quickly enough. But I really think that's all I'm going to be able to read. Another plane? Those are my tips for how to read books faster. I told this to some people and they're like, oh, you're stupid. What do you mean you need to read the audiobook at the same time? It's like, that just helps me. It probably won't help any of y'all, but if it does, you know, you can write it in the comments. Yo, you helped me so much, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. It's whatever. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. It works for me, okay? I read 10 books this month with that strategy, and I'm going to continue using it for whatever time I can unless I get a wrong translation again. So yeah, that's it for the book segment. Now we're going to move on to the weight segment. Alright, so I'm over here now. I think this is really zoomed in, but like I can't bring the mic any closer. So I kind of just have to be like this, practically in front of the camera like this. So I mean, is this too loud? I hope it's not too loud. So as you remember, at the beginning of the month, I made the changes video. I was at 321 pounds. I said in my estimate that I would probably lose 50 to 100 pounds this year. Let's keep it minimalist. Let's say I only wanted to lose 50 pounds. Well, I was at 321, and as of weighing myself yesterday, I am at an astounding, earth-shattering, earth-bending 301 pounds. I've lost 20 pounds in 1 month. That's just crazy to me. Isn't that just crazy, bro? Like, come on now. Yeah, so just a month of doing this. I've been going to the gym once a day just to walk. No real weight training, just 1 hour on the treadmill, and I've just been eating meat, like steak, chicken, tilapia, just normal meats like that, and I've lost 20 pounds. I'm probably below 301. I'm probably like 302.99 now. So like I've lost a considerable amount of weight this month. That's like 1/3 or more of my original estimate in 1 month. Now, of course, this is probably because I'm shedding a lot of water weight, so I'm probably just, it was like a really quick loss, but now I'm probably going to be losing like 1 to 2 pounds a week, if lucky. But that's just the way the body works, so I probably still will only lose 50 to 100 pounds this year, but that's really good. I'm patient. I can lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. I'm okay with that. Progress is progress, all right? I'm okay with that, all right? Anyway, so my strategy for the gym has been, let's just say I don't have a lot of time on my hands for anime and stuff like that, so what I've been doing is that I've just been watching anime while on the treadmill in public. Now listen guys, please, I'm not a Discord mod, I swear. I've been primarily watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I only started this like halfway through the month when I realized, you know what, this is a really good time to, instead of just watching stupid YouTube videos, I can actually catch up on the culture, right? And I'm currently on like episode 19 of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm probably gonna finish it tomorrow or the day after, and I have to watch the movie, you know. And let me just say, man, that anime is so cool. It's kept me really entertained during the hour. It's been kind of excruciating. I mean, it's 300 pounds on top of just, God, my poor ankles. It's man, I'm actually surprised I haven't gotten not one cramp this entire process. I'm really happy about that. I'm not complaining, I swear I'm not. This is just the little update. This is all I really have to say. I've been drinking a lot of water, been eating proportionately a lot of fruit, not too much vegetables. Look guys, I'm sorry, but I just don't like asparagus, okay? I don't like eating grass every day, but it's whatever. I'm currently wearing a shirt that I could quite literally not wear. When I bought this Star Wars shirt, I don't know if I have a video on my channel with it, it did not fit me. Now I haven't been noticing that much change. Wait, let me put this over here so you guys can get a good look. Wait. Now, I don't know. I can never tell if I'm actually losing weight or not. I just can't tell with this type of thing. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, just some fat kid again. But like, I couldn't wear this shirt. It was tight. It is no longer tight for me, y'all. This is some major advancements in the art of my life, okay? So yeah, I'm really excited for the future. Now let's get on to the last segment, which is the future of this channel. Just moving along to another side of my yard for this next segment. Just give me a little second. All right. You could recognize this place from the Changes video, right? This is the wall. I should start putting like pictures up here, make like a meme wall, Alpha Oxtrot style. I'm really robbing this guy's content, aren't I? Another plane. Wow. Anyway, I've been like using his music and all that. Look, he's a big inspiration, all right? He's a good YouTuber. I don't know what else to say. Okay, for the future of this channel, there's gonna be a video coming out tomorrow, 1st of February, double upload. Oh my God, no way. I know, 3 scary games. Now, I hope you guys aren't disappointed. The camera, the face cam in that video is horrendous. It's really laggy. I'm using the same camera, which is funny, but for some reason when I try to use this camera as a webcam on OBS, it made my footage so choppy that it almost made me not even want to make the video, but it was just too good. I played 3 really good games and I just really wanted to get that out for y'all, so like I was like, you know what, I'll bite the bullet. Hopefully the next video won't. I'm trying to get a new camera that's specifically for recording, because this one just it looks good here, right? I'll probably keep this camera for these update videos, these book reviews, but for recording these gaming videos, bro, it's so bad. It's so choppy. I'm like honestly disappointed with how poor this like camera is. Anyway, as you might see on my community tab, I'm going to be doing a Minecraft hardcore series, Throwback Wednesday, not every Wednesday, okay? Not every Wednesday. 3 scary games and just general game playthroughs. So like Until Dawn, Dead Space. I really want to play that. That's probably the next game I'm going to play after 3 scary games. If I don't have a new camera by then, I'll probably just play Dead Space without a face cam and see if y'all like it. So yeah. Let's hope I have a new camera by then and you know the quality's actually good. So that's really all I have to say for the future of this channel. So expect that video tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna probably start recording these videos like on the 25th of the month, because like I recorded this 30th thinking I'd have time. Like I have to edit this and it's like 10:30 a.m. like this is gonna take some time to record. I should probably be ending the video right now so that I can get through it, but I gotta keep y'all informed, you know. So I hope you guys like this 1:1 aspect ratio for this video. I felt like being artsy. Next month I'll do another book review, weight loss process, video updates, it's whatever. So I'll see y'all next month. Hope y'all enjoyed the video.